Hello everyone, and welcome to the Hunter x Hunter Institute, the best place for us Hunter x Hunter fans to talk about everything related to our favorite series. Our main character for today is Mizaistom. He's one of the members of the Zodiacs, and we first get to see him during the chairman election arc. During the election for the 13th Hunter Association chairman, Mizaistom was one of the 4 finalists who ran for the position. Later on in the succession contest arc, we get to see more of Mizaistom as he boarded the Black Whale and helped assist the Kakin royal troops. Do you remember what he said in chapter 343? Can I have some coffee? I'll put in the milk myself. Didn't it make you wonder just where that milk would come from? In this video, we'll have a detailed discussion about Mizaistom's personality and his Nen abilities. But that's not all. Have you read about the theory that Mizaistom is a traitor? It's one of the fan theories involving Mizaistom, so let's also consider it. Grab your favorite drinks and let's enjoy this video until the end. If you're one of the fans who'd like to try out Mizaistom's milk, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Aside from his milk, make sure to let us know what about Mizaistom you like. And with that, let's start. 1. Mizaistom Nana. The people close to him call him by his nickname, Mizai. He's also one of the members of the Zodiacs, the High Council of the Hunter Association. When the association had the chairman election, Mizaistom received support from other hunters. In the first round, he got 17 votes and came in 4th place. In the second round, he came in 5th place with 24 votes. While Pariston received a lot of votes, the Zodiacs were in support of Mizaistom. Don't you think that Mizaistom is quite popular in the Hunter Association? Based on his clothes, you can probably already tell what his nickname is in the Zodiacs. Yes, Netero gave him the codename Ox or Cow. He's currently a double-star crime hunter, but he mentioned during the election that he's aiming to be a triple-star hunter in the future. But that's not all. He's also a lawyer, and he runs his own private security company. This just shows that he's not only an excellent hunter, but also has excellent management skills and has a brilliant mind. He's quite an outstanding character, don't you agree? 2. Personality. Mizaistom is not the type of person to trust others very quickly. He's extremely suspicious of others, and one of the people he distrusts is Pariston, which is very understandable. Mizaistom sees Pariston as a person with a dark side. After analyzing the situation calmly, Mizaistom concludes that Pariston was able to leave the Zodiacs because he still has a spy within the group. One more thing about Mizaistom is that he considers different perspectives before coming up with a conclusion. When they were discussing how Beyond plans to go to the Dark Continent, he said, "I would have gladly helped him with his dream." Because Mizaistom prioritizes ethics and fairness instead of being biased, a lot of people see him as a reasonable person who actually uses his common sense. Not only is he well respected within the Hunter Association, he's also respected by other factions. 3. Nen Abilities. His Nen ability is called Cross Game. With this ability, he's able to restrict the actions of others by presenting his opponent with 3 cards that have different colors. A blue card means to enter, a yellow card is to detain, and a red one means to leave. An exclamation mark is on the front face of the card, while on the back is a cross mark. We still don't know the details of the blue and red cards, but we got to see what the yellow card actually does. By using the yellow card, anyone who ignores the warnings in the grid-like space won't be able to move. In order to activate this condition, Mizaistom has to present the front side of the card to his opponent and gives them a warning. If the opponent tries to go against the warning, then Mizaistom can use the back side of the card to restrain the movement of his opponent. Based on what Mizaistom said, he's able to use this ability multiple times on multiple targets. If we look at how this ability works, blue to enter the court, yellow to detain, and red to leave, don't you find it very similar to how a trial works? 4. The theory that Mizaistom is a traitor. As we've seen in the series, Mizaistom has a strong sense of justice and many people in the series trust him. But some fans are suspicious of him and came up with a theory that Mizaistom might just be a traitor. What do you think of this theory? Let's try to see the reasons why he might be one. Reason number 1. Volume 30's cover. Do you remember the illustration of the Zodiacs on Volume 30's cover? There were some very interesting points about this. One thing that stood out was how Pariston and Sayu had their hands behind their backs, right? A lot of fans thought that this was a hint that they were actually working for Beyond, but it turned out that Sayu was actually working for Pariston in order to recapture Beyond. Another interesting thing was how Jing, Mizaistom, and Kanzai had their hands inside their pockets. Jing has resigned from the Zodiacs and had actually teamed up with Pariston and other temp hunters. This leaves us with Mizaistom and Kanzai. Both of them are still in the Zodiac, and so they are in position to secretly assist the army while also monitoring Beyond on board. If someone is hiding their hands in their pockets, it usually symbolizes that they are hiding something. Don't you think that this somehow shows that Mizaistom and Kanzai both have something they haven't revealed to their fellow Zodiac members? If you think this is suspicious, make sure to let us know in the comments. Reason 2. Codename. This will be interesting, especially if you're learning Japanese. Mizaistom's codename is Cow or Ox. In Japanese, it's Ushi, whereas Kanzai's codename is Tiger. In Japanese, Tora. Combining their codename in Japanese, we get Ushitora. You might be wondering what Ushitora signifies. In the Japanese version of the story about the Zodiacs, Ushitora is the name of the Demon Gate. This is the gate where demons enter from. Now we all know that demons are not good news, and it usually means trouble. Don't you think that this is hinting that both Mizaistom and Kansai are connected to something troublesome? Say, something like Beyond? Perhaps both of them are bound to brew some trouble within the Zodiacs. Reason number 3, heart mark. Thanks to Kurapika's dowsing chain, he found out that Sayu was a spy working for Pariston. If we look closely at his design, Sayu has a heart mark on his head. Now who among the Zodiacs has a heart mark on his design? Mizaistom. Don't you think this is a hint that he might be a spy too? Reason number 4, his name's anagram. Here's another reason backing up the theory that both Mizaistom and Kansai are spies, and it's hidden within their Japanese names. Going back to Greed Island, we encountered something similar. Remember how Jing's name was scrambled to form Nig? If you look at Mizaistom's name in Japanese, we have Mizaistom Nana. If we rearrange the Japanese characters, we can get Muzai to Minasuna. This actually means don't consider us innocent in English. This is also similar to Kansai's name. In Japanese, it can be rearranged as Kaizan, which basically means to fake in English. Based on the meaning behind their names, don't you think that it's very possible that both Mizaistom and Kansai are not loyal to the Zodiacs? Perhaps there's a big chance that the information they've shared is not really true. When Kurapika was explaining to Mizaistom about the details of his dowsing chain, Kurapika said, in the case that the target is not self-aware of their own lie, if they can erase memories, or if they can manipulate the consciousness of others, then it is likely that my chain won't work. Upon hearing this, we see Mizaistom thinking deeply about something with a cold sweat. After a few pages, Mizaistom tells Kurapika that he thinks there's no possibility about that. The reason? As far as he knows, there's no one among the Zodiacs who can use such abilities. Before this scene, Mizaistom had been calmly talking with Kurapika, but after being asked if someone among the Zodiacs has the Nen ability similar to what Kurapika mentioned, Mizaistom ended up looking flustered. Won't you agree? There's a possibility that Kansai's name ability is similar to the possible meaning behind his name, Kaizen, or to fake. If this is the case, then perhaps Kansai has the ability to fake people's memories. Perhaps Mizaistom was very worried that this would be found out, and so he ended up having a worried expression during his conversation with Kurapika. Now some of you might argue, how about the scene where Kansai overreacted when Mizaistom said that there was someone in the Zodiacs working for Beyond? Without the knowledge of the other Zodiacs, Kurapika had used his ability to judge that Mizaistom and Kansai are innocent and expose that Sayu was the spy. It's very possible that Kurapika's dowsing chain had judged both Mizaistom and Kansai as innocent because Kansai used his own ability to change both his and Mizaistom's memories about being spies. It might have been a smart step to only have Sayu retain his memory about being a spy. Because of this, he was the only one exposed as a traitor and made Kurapika think that there's only one spy within the Zodiacs. With all these reasons given, don't you think that it's more likely that there are other traitors among the Zodiac members aside from Sayu? How far-fetched do you think this theory is? Or do you think that this theory is very possible? Mizaistom is a mysterious man who values fairness above all, but in contrast to this, he's also quite suspicious and seems to be hiding other schemes. The succession contest arc is still unfolding, and aboard the Black Whale are the 14 princes, Kurapika, Biscuit, and other royal guards, Hisoka, the Phantom Troop, and of course, the Zodiacs. Regardless of how this arc ends up, there's no doubt that it will be very interesting. Raise your hand if you're one of the fans praying that Togashi-sensei will be able to continue writing this series. If you think that Mizaistom is a traitor, or if you're wondering still just where Mizaistom's milk comes from, then you're already a member of the Hunter x Hunter Institute. We're soon reaching the end of this video. But before that, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we'll surely be delivering more videos to show all the interesting things about Hunter x Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, and see you again on our next one.